fashion, music, wellness.
And don't forget sex.
Mostly sex.
If it's trending, they'll be talking about it. Trend Radio is right here.
And right now, I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we always have something great to say.
Because it's us. So stay tuned.
You'll be glad you did. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning, Anthony, and good morning, Al.
How you doing, Big Al?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And you?
All right.
And guess what, guys? We are just a minute away, practically, from celebrating our new year.
You're right.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. It's already like the end of the year.
I know.
Where did the whole year
Where
go?
did it go?
It's actually 13 hours.
Oh, no, it's even a little bit more than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a day. But that's not the point. I was just saying that we're so close,
It is
to 2018.
18.
What happened? Where did 2017 go?
I don't know.
You know, that just kind of makes you want to reflect and just say thank you to everybody who's done so many wonderful things.
Thank
especially
you, Al.
for us.
Absolutely, Al,
know?
for making...
Making us sound so good.
Well,
Yeah.
I have good product to work with.
Oh, thank you.
Makes my job easy. Thank you. You're welcome.
Just because we really just want you to know how important you really are to
Well,
us.
thanks.
though.
I appreciate it.
And we adore you.
No.
And we are just so blessed to have you in our lives.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
the
you
same
so much.
right back to you and your family. I mean, it's
Thank you.
it's fun being the producer of your show. You never know what's going to happen.
That's true. I have
That's
that
the
on a
truth.
daily basis. I never know what's going to happen walking side by side with this guy.
I'm sure.
I never know what's going to happen either.
I try to predict, but then all of a sudden, no, he didn't go that way.
Oh my God. You know what I learned? Do not make a movie with Anthony as the star.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is
if you
that?
have a movie in your head with Anthony, there is absolutely positively no way it's going to turn out well. So just don't do it. Just take it moment by moment.
I understand. Yeah.
It's not easy being a star.
And we talk about the year, where to go. And my line always is, and I'm sure you know it too, time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe 365 days gone.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
But that just shows that you're having a lot of fun.
You bet.
And I feel like I'm having a lot of fun, and I thank you for that, Anthony.
Duh.
Oh, he's speechless.
I can't believe it. Here, let me do one more thing. Anthony,
Yes.
I am so thankful to have you in my life.
Well, I am thankful that you're thankful. Because otherwise you would be busting my chops more than you do.
I do bust them quite a bit.
Yes, she does.
I can't help it.
And I'm not even married to her.
Doesn't matter. You have chops that are bustable. Yeah, it's important. Yeah. But anyway,
Any New Year's restitutions for anybody?
I don't make them anymore.
No?
No, I don't make them because I try my best every day, not just one day a year. But, you know, speaking of New Year's, I just wanted to also say to our loyal listeners, thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for listening. And thank you just for everything.
Thank you for listening to our stuff.
Our stuff, yeah. It's our stuff. It's our stuff, guy.
It has been a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Do you know we've been doing this 5 years?
5 years.
208 shows.
Yeah. This is the 208th.
It is.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Loved every minute, loving every minute.
Me too. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Taking a quick break. Trend Radio continues after this on 920 The Jersey.
we'd like to thank Artis, a place to live and grow for seniors with cognitive disorders, where empowerment, pride, and fulfillment define memory care. You can listen to us every Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
We are Trend Radio. We talk about love, lust, romance, and sex.
Mostly sex.
And we probably will answer all of your questions at one time or
We
another.
have great answers.
That's right. Well, I am, guess, the only one here making a New Year's restitution.
Oh, what is that?
I am going to try to be more generous.
Oh, good. I think that's great.
Yeah, I think so too. I have to tell you what happened. So, I'm going out to dinner the other night with my lady, my lovely lady, and I invite 2 friends along, one of her good girlfriends, to go out to dinner. We go, and of course, I'm going to pick up the tab. So while we're at the restaurant, we're ordering. 2 more people join us that happen to be there that are friends of ours, and we see them often. And so my lady whispers in my ear, "So you're going to pay their tab too?" And I said, "No, I'm not."
Yes, you are.
That's what she said.
And I agree with her. And I'm going to tell you, had I been there, I would have said exactly the same thing.
I know. But this is what happened. So I'm trying to be very cool. The waitress comes over, who we know, very lovely, and I put in my order, and the 2 people say, "Separate checks, please." And I say to the waitress, I whisper to her, put the other couple on my tab, just those 2. So she says, "Okay." So she does. So we eat. We're having a grand time. We have a delicious dinner at Mafalda's in Hamilton Square. Excellent food. I had the rack of lamb.
I don't think it's important what you had.
Oh, it was good. My lady
I know
has...
that's the night that you actually said, what was it about it? You couldn't button your pants after.
I could not.
Yeah.
Got on the scale. It was awful.
Yeah.
Well, so
5 pounds from those racks.
And my lady has this fabulous lobster, shrimp, and scallop, garlic buttered over
Pasta.
angel hair pasta. Oh my God, was that good? And the bill comes, and
spit it out, Anthony. Spit it out.
And
It's like painful pulling this story out from him.
It's coming along. You can tighten this up a little bit, right? So the bill comes, and now my lady starts saying, "Okay, no, give us the bill. Give us the bill." And she's arguing with the people because they have their own check. And I'm kicking her under the table. No, let them keep their own bill.
If she has a black and blue mark, I will just kick you under this table.
Now she's arguing. They're trying to grab the bill out of the other people's hands. And so she says to the waitress, "Just make a copy of the bills. Give me another bill." And she takes and I'm over here going, "What the heck?" So she gives me the bill, and it's like 6 times what I expected it to be. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do?
Okay, you're going to listen.
Now, do I call the owner of that restaurant, my friend Mr. Mafalda, and say, "What the heck is it with your damn waitress? I told her only pay to the other 2 people, not everybody else at the table. They give me a freaking bill for $800, and I got to pay the damn bill."
It wasn't $800.
Oh, it was close.
It wasn't close to
500?
800. It wasn't $500.
Would you believe 300?
No.
Well, it was close.
It wasn't $300. You're going to make people
close.
not want to go there. It wasn't that
So
expensive.
I paid the bill. What was I going to do, Al? What was I going to do?
Pay the bill. That was nice of you.
That's what I did.
Well, here's the thing. It would have been nice.
Can I get that waitress fired?
No.
No.
Oh.
It would have been much nicer if when your lovely lady said, "By the way, we're going to take care of their bill too," if you would have just said, "Okay, sweetie." That would have been much nicer. You would have paid it.
I did pay it, and I didn't say anything. I'm telling you.
You said plenty.
I said plenty to you. I'm afraid to say it to her.
I'm pretty sure you said plenty
She's
that
very
night.
mean to me. She
you
is.
were kicking her under the table, you said. Or were you lying?
I wasn't kicking her. I was tapping her. She just got a damn new knee. I ain't going to bust that thing up. Cost too freaking much money.
All I'm saying is that if she says it from the beginning, there's a reason. Just do it from the beginning. Don't rant about it. Thankfully,
Well, don't you think
Here's
that
what
I
I
should
think.
have a little bit of say?
here's what I think. And I honestly do think this. You are very fortunate and very blessed. And you've been wonderfully, wonderfully successful with everything that you do. If she wants you to do something nice, just do it and smile. She does so many nice things for you.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. End of rant. And the hand goes down, and that means
Okay.
done. Okay, then.
So anyway, that is my New Year's restitution, to be much more generous than
It's a resolution of a restitution.
Or a revolution.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, generosity is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
But I do that on a daily basis, so I don't make a resolution about it.
So then you paid a bill.
If I was there, I would have.
I know you would have.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. So in other words, I'm wrong. You guys are right.
Correct.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
And there you have it. Moving on.
Move it on.
Okay. Next business.
Next bit of business.
So, how many women should you sleep with?
How many women should who sleep with?
Anyone.
Or how many men?
Everyone has a number.
Oh, okay. You're talking
number
about
of-
how many men or how many? Well, I
how
guess it
many
depends
men
on
or
what
women you should sleep with, depending on your tastes.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they even made a movie about that, if you remember.
I don't know. I guess it depends on who you are as a person.
Well, that's true. You know, and in this age of smartphone seduction,
Well, if you're married, you should only sleep with one.
yeah, yes.
Just saying.
You know, but what I'm saying is getting some is easier than ever with all these electronic things going on.
Well, so here's the question.
Okay.
How much of a consequence do you want?
I'm not talking about me
I
or
wasn't
you.
talking about you
about the
or
vernacular
me.
you.
I'm talking vernacularly as well. If you're going to sleep around, there are going to be consequences.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
talking about,
He gets all.
I mean,
He's like crazy today.
you know,
You know? Al, what's up with him? I don't even know.
I don't know.
It must be the new year
Yeah,
coming.
the end of the year. Yeah.
I'm sure that we all have a list of lovers that we have entirely forgotten about. And that's okay. There's no judgment. And there's no right or wrong answer to how many people you should sleep with, you know, no matter what
I
your
guess it depends on
girlfriend or
you.
your co-host says. So,
Okay.
so if you've slept with like 5 people in your lifetime,
You're okay. Listen. The more people, I guess, you sleep, I guess it depends. You can be known as a serial monogamist. You can be known as conservative by
this is with
nature.
5 people.
This is with, yeah, if you've slept with 5 or fewer,
Okay.
you know? Waiting for that one person, you know, the one that they write the songs about, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The yin to your yang kind of thing.
Listen, there hasn't been a yin on my yang in a while now. We got to be talking about this right here.
Okay, you might consider stepping up your your game a little bit. Your gang. Step up the gang. Listen, you don't want to consider 0 a number because, you know, that's like, you know, being a virgin.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There is no.
Okay.
No?
So I'm thinking like 5 to 15 is more realistic, you know?
Perhaps.
Okay. You know, according to a study presented by the Health Survey for England, the average man has slept with 9.3 sexual partners in his lifetime.
Where does the 0.3 come from?
I don't know, a little person?
Oh, okay. All right, listen.
Did you ever have sex with a little person?
I have not, but did you? You probably have. I don't want to know. Don't share it.
You mean, is a little person under 5 foot, shorter than 5 foot?
No.
Oh.
I think a little person is under 4 feet. That's just what I think, but I don't know. You're either.
It's funny. Talking about under 4 feet. I was in a bar once, and there was a drunken little person there, and we used to call them midgets. You can't say that word anymore. And she came in. She was drunk as hell. She walked in, kissed everybody in the joint. It was awful. I mean,
Stop it. So according to this study, if you've slept with 15 to 30 people, you're either striving for greatness or trying to save face. Up to 20 different people. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're above average. However, 20 plus people and the average number of lies that you're telling to get laid is also likely to spike. Listen, Pinocchio, not a good thing. That is simple logic. Regardless, conquering between 15 and 30 worthy people is quite the sexual accomplishment. Personally, I don't see it, but okay.
Well, Leo DiCaprio says he has slept with 50 women.
Probably because of who he is, though. Think about it. You know, they just they work together, and so they sleep together. It happens a lot, though.
Well, I think what he did is he brought home 20 women at once. And, I mean, I don't know if that's what you want to brag about or not.
Those poor women, though, if you think about it. They're like a lineup.
I think they call that a train.
All right, you.
Well, unless everybody's naked and in a pile.
Yeah, that's possible. And I was going to say, I guess, that could be it too.
Hey, I give him credit for focus and stamina. You know?
I guess so. Yeah. These are qualities that are not really actually found in the same person. Only the strong will survive that type of bracket.
What about like 100 people?
Damn, you must be really good looking.
Well,
and probably you should write a book. Okay, if you've slept with 100 different people, you must have a permanent residency at your local health clinic. Think about that for just a minute. Okay, you should probably get tested very often. Yeah. And by the way, I don't believe you.
I didn't sleep with 100 women.
I know.
Maybe
Pinocchio.
in my dreams.
Pinocchio. That would be a Pinocchio moment.
That 100 people, that's like a category that's reserved for Wilt Chamberlain. Oh, he said, how many women did he say he slept with?
He said he slept with 20,000 females. Yeah.
I know he was interviewed and he was talking about...
Yeah, he said something like, I was just doing what was natural, chasing good-looking ladies. Are you serious?
Yeah, just whoever they were and wherever they were.
Yeah. He would just boast all over the place.
Well,
could I ask you, though?
Sure.
Is that even possible to sleep with that many women or that many people? And I mean, do the math for a minute. Yeah. I'm just getting tired thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do something like that?
I have no clue.
Like,
you're right.
what is that?
That is a lot. And, there's all kinds of behaviors that men show. And
the women show, too.
That's right. When, they are, what is that called? Serial daters or serial...
I don't know. There's just all kinds of different behaviors that people show for every different little thing.
Yeah. And...
I'm curious, though, about behaviors that men show when they're in love.
Oh, well, Emily Dickinson said, behavior is what a man does, not what he thinks, feels, or believes.
And that's just like, character. When you have, when you show your character, it's not what you're saying, but it's what you're doing.
Yes.
And
what do they say? There's a meme that says it's some kind of behavior is what you do when no one is looking.
What you do when no one is watching. Yeah, that's integrity. Yeah, I sent you that a few times.
Ow, she's picking on me again.
Listen. Men and women display their love in different ways. Okay? It's very confusing, and it can be very confusing at times. Yesterday... You're talking about men or women? I'm talking about a guy right now. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, he was the nicest guy in the world, and today... he's just a jerk.
Al, is she talking about me?
Of course not. you know, what a co-host says and does can be quite perplexing. Just saying.
At least the truth is that men and women think differently.
Mars and Venus.
And generally women tend to be more sensitive and accommodating. You know, and two areas that us guys have a tough time with.
Yes, you do.
You know. Now, that said, men do exhibit a common set of behaviors that demonstrate their love for a woman.
Okay, like what?
Okay. Well, he listens to you closely. Generally, you know, women are much better listeners than men. You know that. And to be frank, some men have absolutely lousy listening skills.
Okay, but you know, I understand that, but I do know that there are some men that will always intently focus on things of interest.
Yeah, but they're wussies.
So here's the
And
thing, though.
henpecked.
Well, when a man not only hears you, but actively pays attention and intelligently responds,
Huh? What?
that is a skill called active listening.
I didn't hear you. What?
And then you can have confidence that he's smitten. You know, I do say this. I will say this. If I do come to you and I say to you, hey, listen, I have to talk to you about something, I know that you're going to focus on what I'm saying, regardless of whether you find it interesting, because it's important to me that you listen to me, and that's important to you. And I know that as your friend, and I understand that.
What I have found is that if I just shut up and listen, it doesn't take as long.
That is the truth. That is actually the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth. But I also do know that if I actually did come to you seriously, that you would listen to me.
Yeah.
You would.
More or less.
You definitely would. I know you're just, you know, I almost said something really bad right now. We almost had a bleep moment. I know you're just messing around right now. But you are a good guy. So anyway.
Well, something that I know from, 5 years on the radio with you is, making sacrifices is much more easy, when you're doing it for a person that you care about.
Yes.
Right. In fact, men who are in love will feel a tremendous discomfort at the thought of their woman being unhappy.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
That is true.
And we all know if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Mm-hmm. Making sacrifices for your happiness is one way that a man demonstrates that he's in love with you. He will almost put you first, even if it means changing his plans or stepping out of his comfort zone.
Exactly. I agree with you there. Men, though, being men, they are cautious about showing any behavior that can be perceived by others as being weak.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
Men do not like to be known as weak.
No.
Some men, anyway. In love, however, this deeply ingrained attitude often falls by the wayside. And then they just don't care. And I like that. That shows sensitivity and passion. I like that.
Yeah, if we're in love, we're far more comfortable with feeling and acting sensitive.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That is a really good thing. He's going to love how you look on your worst day.
Oh, that's because we're not looking at the outside, we know the inside.
Exactly. Remember how much effort we put into looking our best, especially, like during those early dates. Mm-hmm. But, all of us want to look and feel good when meeting up with a potential partner. And that is one thing I'm going to stop us right here. If you want to feel great and look great, you need to come into Anthony Vincent Salon. Email me now, seriously, trendradio920@gmail.com. I'm going to send you a $50 gift certificate so that you can feel and look great. But here's the thing. There's an actual relationship there. As we spend more time with each other, our comfort level builds and our need to impress each other declines. We are just free to wander around in our pajamas. Maybe a stain on our shirt. I won't do that. I don't like stains. Forego the hair gel. Just not necessarily be totally put together.
That is interesting because I have that big, stretched out, stained sweatshirt with a hole in the armpit.
I've seen it.
You've seen it, and
that means
and
you're comfortable enough to wear it in front of me.
Yeah, and I love that thing.
I know you do. It's comfortable.
And I started to throw it out because I'm, the end of the year. Another one of my restitutions is.
Oh my God! Wait. How many bags of stuff do you think I've given away so far?
I know you told me. I know it was a lot.
It was so much.
How many
I'm so
bags?
proud. All together so far, there's 16, and I still have 2 more.
16 bags. Are these like garbage bags or handy bags?
No, they're garbage bags filled with clothing.
They're not
and,
lunch bags.
No, garbage bags filled with clothing and shoes and boots. And I'm so happy. And here's the best part. I didn't replace anything. And I just, minimalized everything. I'm really proud of myself, actually.
That's interesting because every week when we get a delivery, I take a box home with me.
Yes, I know. And you fill it.
And I fill it with clothes and I bring it over to the church. And I like to.
I'm giving it to actual people that I know, though. And that's.
I had a hard time doing that. Nobody wanted the stuff. And I have
They don't like
such.
you as much as they like me.
Well, no, I have such large shoulders and I have a big back and,
You
arms
are
and-
not abnormally large. Come on. The way he said that. Yeah, nobody can fit into his stuff. I'm going to give him a hug. Did you hear that? That was me patting him on the back. It was a little loud, I know. I'm surprised he didn't choke.
Well, like I said, when men love someone, it doesn't matter if she looks beautiful or not, no matter what the situation, because he knows that she's beautiful on the inside.
I love that about different people, though. In love, a real man isn't shy about saying how proud he is of you. Now, I love that. There is nothing better than when somebody tells you that they're proud of you. When you're a fantastic mother, a hard worker, or just reaching whatever goals you set, you can rest assured that your efforts don't go unnoticed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. In fact, all of the admirable things you've done and are working toward brings us a great amount of joy. And that's fabulous that he notices that.
Yeah.
It's important. And here's the thing. If he's fighting with you, this one's obvious. But just to avoid offending anyone, we're not talking fights of the insulting, throwing, and drama-inducing variety.
Like you usually do for me after a show?
I don't. Look, we're not talking about anything physical. No.
Then what are we talking? Our audience hears you whacking me out there all the time.
I don't hit you. I'm sitting
stop.
very quietly. I'll tell them.
You are. You're not touching
You
him.
can't see her under the table over here in the. Ow!
You can see my hands.
Yeah, she's kicking me.
I'm not. That said, if a man loves you and is emotionally invested in this relationship with you, he's going to initiate a fight to avoid losing you, even if that means fighting with the woman he loves.
Why?
Because we're afraid.
I got to tell you something.
Listen, we love you, and the slightest threat to our relationship is the equivalent of the punch in a gut.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Like you just gave
If
me.
we're fighting with this purpose in mind, we want to make things work and demonstrate our commitment.
Hey, that's the Italian way. We hit because we love.
But you know what's nice? He treats your family and friends with respect.
Yeah.
That is very important. I have to tell you, my sisters, for instance, are very important to me. And when my husband or when you help, it's very important to me that everybody is like on the same page and helping each other and being respectful of each other. The reason is simple. If you cherish your family and your friends, the last thing anybody wants is to hurt your feelings. And that's true.
Yeah.
We may not like one of your family members, and that happens, or one of your catty friends, but we know how much they mean to you.
And, I think that really increases, your sex appeal. I mean, if that doesn't, nothing will, right?
Sex appeal is 50% what you've got and 50% what people think you've got.
Oh,
Sophia Loren said that.
yes, I know.
And that's the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, my
Fake it till you make it.
that's right. And what did we hear when we first started? Perception is reality.
Well, perception is reality. You know, my son has that tattooed on his chest.
Does he really?
He does. Perception is reality. Yes. That's the truth, though, because it's your perception. That's your reality.
Did I tell you we saw him in the mall yesterday?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I'm surprised he didn't tell you.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, what a good kid.
I didn't
What a
see him
good
last
kid.
night.
He saw us, and he waved, and he was talking to some people, and he was actually on break from his new job.
Yeah,
and
he works at Apple.
and he went to his old job just to see how they were doing over there.
Oh, no, he actually was working there yesterday.
Oh, he was.
Because here's why. This is amazing. This kid is unbelievable. He's working all these hours at his new job, but they're having some issues at the old job, and he was...
Because he left. And
So
because-
he's there training and working and getting them back on track.
I hope he's being paid for that.
Of course.
Oh, good.
He can't be in that store without anything. Yeah, he's there helping them and doing things for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, he is. He's very cute, too.
He's
very-
adorable, but he
he's very
has
cute.
great work ethics.
Yes.
Both my kids do have
Yep.
great work ethics, and that is because Brian and I have fantastic work ethics too.
Yes, yes. And, you know, and that's sexy. And just like sex appeal is not always about how you look, it's about your work ethic, your confidence.
Who you are.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we interact with people, we're interacting with the whole person. Personality and behavior does just as much to boost your sex appeal
Absolutely.
as working out and eating right does.
Of course.
And,
Yeah.
and people become attracted to all kinds of behaviors and mannerisms.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You know, in fact, some behaviors increase your physical attractiveness to others. So, if you were pretty before, your personality and behavior could make you stunning.
I completely agree.
Yeah. Did you ever hear that thing that, you know, she's hot until she opens her mouth? Or he's only good to look at?
Yeah, because, you know, one change in behavior can be like really distracting and can actually make you, unfortunately, ugly.
That's right.
I hate to say that word, but that's true.
Yeah.
You see somebody who looks unbelievable. You know, I have to tell you, I was at a restaurant and I saw this couple, good-looking couple, and I'm sitting with two girls and one of my sisters, two girlfriends and one of my sisters. And we're just sitting there, and this couple, they were dressed beautifully. They looked great. They were rude. Well, the girl was rude to the waitress. She was horrible. So the four of us are sitting here, and this little sweet she was adorable. This tiny little young girl trying to make some money was adorable and being as helpful as she could be. And this woman was just awful. Beating into her. Awful. It was terrible. And her husband or boyfriend, whatever, you know, he was like, you know, let up. You know, stop. So they're having a little fight now because this woman is horrendous. Her behavior is disgusting. And all I wanted to do was make the waitress not go back to that table because it was just terrible. She didn't get a tip. She was an awful person. She was ugly. She became ugly.
Yes.
And her hair was nice. Her outfit was nice. Her makeup was nice. She was pretty to look at, and she was an ugly person. She was ugly.
Her sex appeal dropped from 100 to 0.
She was ugly. And then she left, and her husband came over to our table and said, I do apologize about that display of behavior. And we looked at him. We said, you don't have to apologize to us. We feel sorry for you. And that was it.
You said that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We felt sorry for him. Are you kidding me? He was a good-looking guy, sweet, and he was kind. I don't know what he was doing with her. That was a man who obviously had low self-esteem, that he was with this woman.
Were they married?
I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Maybe he wouldn't be on a date with her again.
Yeah, I certainly.
But they looked
wouldn't
very
have.
comfortable with each other, and he kept telling her to let up, to stop. So if it was like a date that was early on, I don't know that he would have been saying that. He might have just gotten up and walked out.
Did she make him pay like for somebody else's bill? for the dinner.
It was just the two of them, though.
Oh, okay.
It was just the two of them.
He didn't have to send over a drink to your table or anything like that.
Oh, she wouldn't have given anybody ice in the winter. No way. She was ruthless.
And and those things decrease your sex appeal.
Oh, yeah.
But there are several ways to increase your sex appeal, and we here at Trend Radio are going to tell you.
Well, one thing you can do is show selflessness. Being selfless it more than just helps those in need. It also benefits us as well.
That's right.
When you do a selfless act, you can inspire a good mood in both yourself and others.
Turn the lights on.
Yeah, it's the truth. When people see you helping others, you also become more attractive in their eyes.
Say it plain. Mm-hmm.
This kind of behavior lets others know that you're capable of being nurturing, and that is extremely sexy to potential partners.
Oh, yes. Selfless behavior also shows that you'll be more caring towards your partner. People are very rarely more attracted to someone being cruel or selfish than they are to someone who practices kindness in their day-to-day lives.
Exactly. Absolutely. It's like, creativity. It's also linked to one's intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And intelligence, something that many people find attractive in their partner.
Yeah, it's like the dumb blonde.
Showing creativity, like music, film, or dance. Something about sensing someone's creative drive just makes them more attractive in other people's eyes.
That's right. Creativity is also linked to good genes, which is another thing that potential partners find appealing.
Yeah. Also, someone with a creative side will be able to express their love and desire in many more ways than someone without. And who doesn't like to have art and music?
Get over here, baby. Mama got something to show you.
Yeah. Let your creativity flow, and your sex appeal will skyrocket.
I thought you were going to say, let your freak flag fly. Say that 3 times fast,
Let your freak flag fly.
That's right.
All righty.
And don't be afraid to be an open book.
Oh, yeah.
This is both mentally and physically. That is someone with body posture that seems to be more open and receptive to be received.
Body language is huge.
And they make a better sexual partner.
Absolutely.
Standing with your arms crossed or your body hunched, that's going to limit the amount of people who are even going to be willing to approach you.
Absolutely. When you stand with a closed off body posture, it's telling people, hey, stay away, stay back. You do not want to be bothered.
That's right.
On the other hand, when you stand with a relaxed, open posture, you are immediately more approachable. That's right.
People who are friendly and approachable are always more appealing to potential partners.
Absolutely.
Do you remember what we used to say all the time when we would talk to people about relationships? All you need to do is smile. And say hello.
You're never fully dressed without one.
That's right. That's right.
And owning a dog or any kind of fabulous furry baby.
Oh, don't I know that?
Yeah. When you have a dog, it's a good way to both boost your sex appeal and have a canine friend for life. If you've been on the fence about finally heading to the shelter and adopting a dog, then this is the time to do it. It not only makes you more attractive because it shows that you're capable of taking care of another living thing, but it shows your nurturing side. And that is one surefire way to make yourself seem more attractive to other people around you.
That's right. And not only by having a dog, if you have a buddy of yours that has, a little boy or a little girl who can communicate, 5 or 6 years old, you can take that dog on the beach and the dog goes over to people. You can go meet girls that way. Or what we used to do, my buddy and I, he had, I think his boy was about 8 years old, and we would send him over to girls and have him say, "You're pretty. Would you like to meet my daddy?" And girls come over 9 out of 10 times. It was great. And this kid's all grown up now. Do you know anybody with, maybe an 8-year-old?
I don't, but you have your own personal almost 5-year-old nephew.
Yeah, between his mother and grandmother, they don't let him out of their sight. That kid is going to grow up to be a freaking wuss. I'm
No,
telling you.
he's not. He's
He
fabulous.
is.
So go to the beach one day, okay?
I'll take him.
And take him to the beach, but don't let him go away from you. Keep him in your sight.
Keep him on a leash.
Keep him in your sight. He'll be 5. You'll have a perfect, and he's so cute.
And he does talk a lot.
Oh my God, he's such a
might be good.
chatterbox.
I'm telling you, his mother is not going to let me take him to the beach.
Go with them.
No, that kills all my chances.
All right, listen. Make hanging out with your friends a priority. Not only
Or your friends' kids.
Not only will this make you seem more physically attractive, perhaps in comparison to the people that you're hanging out with, but it'll also showcase how sociable and well-liked you are. Being around people that you like makes you laugh and smile. And that, we just talked about, that makes you seem more attractive. And instantly, everyone around you thinks that too.
Well, and not to mention, your personality comes out when you're around your friends.
That is true.
You'll seem much more personable, which makes people like you more.
And they want to be with you.
Yeah, they want to get to know you and welcome you into their new friendship.
These are the behaviors to exhibit when you want to give yourself an extra boost in the department of what?
A sex appeal.
Sex appeal. These behaviors encourage people to see you as more physically attractive, even if you don't do anything in particular or change your appearance. Not only will other people find you more attractive, but you'll feel better about yourself too.
That's right.
And that gives you a boost of confidence. And what's sexier than that? Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Exactly.
You're just going to feel happier, sexier, and everybody will know it.
Exactly.
We're going to take a quick break, and Trend Radio continues right after this on 920 The Jersey.
We'd like to thank Artis, 60 years experience in the field of senior living care, focusing on helping each resident find meaning and joy every day with dignity.
If you're joining us just now, we are Anthony, Vincent, and Elise, together, Trend Radio, where we talk about love, lust, romance, and sex.
Mostly sex. Mm-hmm.
So, Elise, you know that there are things that people do that are trying to get you to notice them.
Oh, yes, I do know that.
And we see it all the time. And it's,
when someone brings you something that you like.
yes.
Like it could just be a cup of your favorite coffee.
Yeah.
Or a new playlist for your iPod. This person is trying to show you that he or she is paying attention to what you like.
It's interesting because now it's a new playlist for your iPod. When I was younger, and I even think of high school or college, the girls would make
Cassettes.
Yes, and it would be
I have tons of them.
Anthony's Mix or
I have tons of them. People would send them to me. I actually had somebody once send them to me at my salon years ago.
Really?
He sent me, it was really, really hard. I didn't know. And I got in the mail.
You got Elise's Mix.
I didn't get it. Wasn't Elise's Mix. It was Songs for Elise.
Oh.
Yeah. And this guy sent this to me, and Brian said, "Why is he sending you this? And who is this? And who? How do you know him?" It was really bad.
Did you know who sent it?
I did. Yeah, it was a little rough. It was hard. But if someone is sharing your moments,
yes.
Laughter, coffee, and what is interesting in your life, this
bodily
person.
fluids.
Stop. This person is trying to win your heart. We are attracted to those who pay attention to us. Attention.
And, something...
Wait. Let me just say this one more time. Attention is huge.
What?
Exactly.
I get this a lot. I don't pay much attention to it, but... this person is constantly complimenting you. This person says the nicest things to you. She cares about you.
You
and
pay
everything
total attention
do.
to any compliment that you get.
Yeah, I do. I'm an attention hog.
You love it.
Did she say anything about my new shirt? Did she like the shirt? I just got the shirt. Does it look good on me? Do you think?
Who?
Does Mara like it? Does Mara like my shirt? Because I'll get rid of it if she says it doesn't. Mara is my stylist.
I don't think Mara would like that color.
On this color?
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm not wearing this to work. I'm wearing this because it's freaking cold in this office.
Mara would
building
not
here.
like that color, but I have to tell you something about that color, and I'm just going to be very honest. It does look very nice on you, and it's very complimentary to your skin tone.
Oh,
And it looks good with your beard.
doll.
Because, the color that it is, it's kind of like a bronzy, kind of warm caramel-y color. And your
she's
beard,
working me here.
Your beard is, the black and white and gray and salt and pepper, and it just really has a nice contrast.
Thank you.
See, words are powerful tools.
Yes, they are. I know a gal. A friend of mine's a gynecologist, and I recommended, one of our clients to see him, and he examined her, and he said to her, "You have acute vaginitis." She said, "Thank you."
So, this particular person is signaling attraction through.
tie your tongue there.
You got me a little tongue-tied there. I'm going to back up. This person is signaling attraction through body language.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's running hands through their hair, wearing a constant smile, sometimes the body will give out hints that love is in the air. Dr. Albert Shefflin, author of Body Language and the Social Order, discovered that when a person enters the company of someone of the opposite sex, certain physiological changes happen. But this doesn't just happen in attractions of the opposite sex. When we're interested in someone, our posture is better and we smile more.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah. We want to win the person over by physical attraction. We want to make sure they know that we find them attractive.
And you make eye contact, which is very difficult for a lot of people to do, to make eye contact.
Yeah, eye contact is hard.
Yeah.
But, I think it's important. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I do too. And sometimes it's mistaken. I go to the gym and I see the same people, in the gym every day that I go because they're there at the same time. Mm-hmm. And what I find is, even though I've known these people, don't know them, but have seen them for months or weeks or sometimes even years, they don't make any eye contact. So
because they're there specifically to do one thing. I actually have a
some
friend.
of these people work there. They should be saying hello to
I
me.
have a friend who goes to the same gym that you go to. And he goes there and he has his earbuds in and he's there to work out. He spends an hour there. He drives 40 minutes to get to that gym. That's where he belongs and he's comfortable there. So he drives there, he goes, he works out, and he leaves. He doesn't go there to socialize. He goes there to get a workout. That's it. I know people who go there and spend 2.5 hours there and work out for half an hour and socialize for 2. That's not going to help your body.
No, not
This
at all.
guy is built beyond belief. And that's because he goes there. He has his drive is
Al, I think she's talking about me.
yeah. It's totally you. He goes there. He's serious. You're there for longer than an hour.
No, I mean the 2.5 hours that spend a half an hour working out and the other 2 hours socializing.
Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. You know that guy. But my friend happens to go there. And he goes for 1 hour and he gets the best workout in. He doesn't pay attention to what's going on around him.
Well, I have done that, and I have worn a hat down over my eyes. I've put sunglasses on, and I don't have the big earphones like you have. I have little earbuds,
Right.
and and I do my workout. And it is true, you get your workout done much faster because you're not making eye contact.
Yeah, you just stay focused.
Yeah, you stay focused.
Well, it's
on
a
what's-
matter of staying focused on what's important to you. So if
Right.
it's important to you to be physically fit, you're going to go there, spend the time on what's important, and leave. If it's important for you to socialize at the gym, then you're going to do that. You know what I mean? So it depends on what your focus is.
Well, for anybody listening who goes to my gym, try making a little eye contact, smile, say hello. You might make a new friend. And
But they're there to work out. You just missed the whole point.
no, I'm there to work out and to pass out a card to get them as a new client.
But they're there to work out. They are not thinking about their hair at that
Listen,
moment.
if they're so worried about their body and working out, they should be worried about their hair also.
Maybe they like their hair.
It looks awful. Anyway,
Anyway, moving forward.
Yes. There was a study by the University of Chicago, and the researchers found that when someone is attracted to you, you can tell by the way they gaze into your eyes. Eyes tell all of your secrets.
They are your souls.
Yes.
They're the windows to your soul.
But when it comes to courtship or trying to get someone's attention, eye contact comes naturally. You know, you want to make sure you're being seen and heard. So we flirt with our eyes. So if someone you know is really looking into yours, they are looking to do the best they can. So pay attention to see who's checking you out.
I have to tell you something though. No, you're talking about right now looking into your eyes. Listen to this though. I actually know somebody that when I'm having a conversation, and I do this all the time, I look into everybody's eyes.
Yeah.
If somebody, and so I watch their eyes. If somebody looks down or shifts their eyes side by side, you can tell they're breaking eye contact, and typically it's because they're telling you a lie. Be careful of that. That's an interesting thing too.
Well, I learned something from our Cindy. Remember who worked with us?
I loved her, yeah.
Yes, I still do love her. And she was a card. And you know, I would every morning, I'd go in and I'd sit down and I'd talk with her for about 5 or 10 minutes before starting work. And we had conversation about eye contact. And she said, you know, I have a way that I look at people and they come over every time to talk to me. And I said, really? I said, give me the look. Show me what you do. Well, what she did is she looked at me right in the eyes, and she had these piercing ice blue eyes. And she'd look at you right in the eyes. She'd look down at the floor for a second, and then she'd look back in your eyes. Well, let me tell you, she did that to me. I got chills, and I really did, because I never seen that before. I guess because nobody's ever looking at me. But anyway, it was a learning experience for me, and I understood why it worked. I mean, it was chilling in a warm way. It's like, wow. And I understand why those guys would go over to her every time.
Cool. So this person that is interested in you will also be interested in your hobbies. He or she wants to be part of whatever you're doing and will do anything to let you know it.
Yeah, they want to share your passion.
Exactly.
I can understand that.
Exactly. So if there's something that you're doing, they're going to want to do it with you. And that's magical.
Yeah.
If you can find someone who likes what you like and who doesn't judge you for whatever it might be quirky, you know, when someone's trying to win over your heart, they're going to find that sharing in your interests is the easiest way without the strain of, you know, sexual attraction hanging over you or anything like that.
Yeah. And you know, they also listen to you. And I mean, they listen intently. You know, they're not only hearing you, but listening. You know, in today's world, you know, full of chaos and distractions, listening has really become a lost art. And when someone is trying to get your heart, all those distractions are just put away. The phone is turned down, put away. The computer is off. You get full attention. Undivided attention.
And let me tell you, attention, that is really where it's at. It is so important. And it's important to remember that we feel through our senses.
That's right.
Yeah, it's really important. Most relationships fail because we already know that the other, you know, is going to say whatever they're going to say before they even speak. So we stop listening. But when someone's really into you, trying to get your undivided attention, they're going to do everything they can to hear every word you say. Mm-hmm. And later, they'll remind you of what you said. That is so, so, so important. Taking a quick break, Trend Radio continues after this on 920 The Jersey.
We'd like to thank Artists, where senior residents are encouraged to do what helps them feel fulfilled and content, offering spacious living areas designed for social and emotional connections with safety always at the forefront. We are Anthony, Vincent, and Elise, together, Trend Radio, where we talk about love, lust, romance, and sex.
Mostly sex. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's rare that we ever fall for the person we're supposed to fall in love with. Mm-hmm. You know, we have false expectations that don't really align with our desires. When you find that one person who is a friend or a stranger and conveys the sweetest messages, give yourself permission to open your heart and let it show your true love. It sometimes happens with the most unexpected person at an unexpected time. You know, guys, I talked about all my silly New Year's resolutions, and most of them I was just talking, bloviating. But but seriously, it's a new year. Start off on a new foot. Open up your heart, open up your mind to people who love you, people that you don't know, people from all walks of life.
So if there's going to be a resolution, let it be that. Be open.
Love, give love, accept love.
Be selfless.
Be the very best that you can be.
Always be the best you can be.
Enjoy life one day at a time, because you don't know when it's your last day.
Exactly.
You've been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and heartfelt every Saturday morning at 10. You want more? Go to our website, 920thejersey.com. Click on demand and scroll down directly to us.
And get the lowdown on getting down. Tune into your bad boy inside you.
Or your bad girl.
Oh, I'm so emotional today.
I can see that. I can see that.
Listening. I can't.
Keep it good. You can do it. You can listen to us each week. We always have something sexy to say. And if you got any questions, email Elise, because she's the one that's going to answer you.
Email us now at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll definitely be glad you did. And you'll get a gift certificate, too.
Absolutely will. Remember, your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card.
But how you make people feel, well, that becomes your trademark.
And nothing more true can be said. How you make people feel, that is your trademark.
Exactly.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.
And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night on your computer, 7:30 p.m. Your computer becomes the TV. Log into PrincetonTV.org and watch us cook with love.
Every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m.
PrincetonTV.org.
We are the Aphrodisiac Chefs.